nice cup of coffee. I need a cup of coffee, and I can't have coffee because I made a horrible, horrible mess in the kitchen. First of all, I was washing out a bowl and then somehow ended up with water all over the place. Then it was a matter of kid had a drink from a fast food drive-in that he hadn't finished, which is sticky pop.
Uh-huh.
So I knocked that everywhere.
It was sitting there minding its own business.
And it's like, so here it is, mess upon mess. And so kids got the little Swiffer wet jet thing. And it was a matter of, oh God, wait till I have dried up the mess. Then you Swiffer it. And he had the pad on upside down.
God, yeah.
And so,
I didn't realize it.
And then it was a matter of trying to let the floor dry.
Fuck that.
And he's like, I've already walked through there barefoot.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
did.
oh God, all I wanted was a cup of coffee.
You can get yourself a cup of coffee right now.
I'll get a cup of coffee here after we finish. So
we can take an intermission.
This is just a microcosm of how this world
we may have to take an intermission anyway because of voodoo.
Well, if you want to scoot your microphone back and cater to the cat, she went in the other room. It'd be all right.
Yeah.
So we're going to be discussing something that is, to me, horribly unappetizing.
What do you mean unappetizing?
This comes from Mike Crowder, or Corder, my bad, Corder, March 28th of 2023, from AP Press. And so, in addition to people wanting you to eat the bugs, they now want you to eat the woolly mammoth.
Where the fuck we gonna get a woolly mammoth in this day and age? We gonna eat the old woolly mammoth carcass?
And this is the
1,000-year-old woolly mammoth
picture that we have as our backdrop today. That is a meatball that was made with lab-grown cultured meat using the genetic sequence from a woolly mammoth.
I think the fuck not. Hold on, I need to fix my mic.
Okay. There you go. It's talking about doing the no more edits unless it's horrible. This is just podcast.
I mean, some podcasts have edits, so I come to find out.
And so they were talking about how this was a real innovation because they thought a lot of people thought it was an April Fool's joke. No, it's just a year-round fool joke. And cultivated meat, also called cultured or cell-based meat, is made from animal cells. It says that livestock doesn't need to be killed to produce it, which advocates say is better not just for the mammals, but for the environment.
How?
Because we've got to have the cult of the green going on with all this.
No, I think the fuck not.
And it said that, let's see if I can find out. Oh, the founder of something, it was an Australian group called VOW. That it has used publicly available genetic information from the mammoth, filled in the missing parts with the genetic data from its closest living relative, the African elephant, inserted into that sheep cell. And it says, given the right conditions in a lab, and what would those right conditions be, that the cells multiplied until there were enough to roll up into the meatball.
I don't think I like this. I really don't like this idea.
More than 100 companies around the world are working on cultivated meat products. That's frightening.
Yeah.
And of course, they're saying that it could vastly reduce environmental global problems.
No.
The only thing that's causing the global
issues.
problems are people that are pushing this as an agenda. And it says currently billions of acres of land are used for agriculture worldwide. Well, aren't they hollering about this CO2 thing? Guess what?
Yeah.
That's what plants, well, they use that as food. That's plant food. And then they produce oxygen. So the next thing will be that there's too much oxygen in the atmosphere.
I think they tried to argue that a few years ago.
I know
they were like, too much sunlight is bad for you, and
Right,
then like
right.
too little sunlight is bad for you. Well, okay, which is it?
I learned back in the 80s to not read the research bullshit when they said that too much fresh air caused cancer.
Yeah. I was just about to reference that too. So I'm so glad that you brought that up.
Yeah, yeah. And so they're talking about that their first product was that they had cultivated Japanese quail meat. And so I think they're looking for release later this year.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck? Where are they going to? How are they going to get all that quail?
It says that however, the mammoth meatball is a one-off and has not been tasted even by its creators.
Why would they even want it?
Nor is it just to see if they could do it. Just to see if they could do it.
Leave it the fuck alone.
Nor is it planned to be put into commercial production. Bullshit. Sooner or later. And it says it was presented as a source of protein that would get people talking about the future of meat.
Why do we need to be talking about the future of meat?
You tell me. And it says, we wanted to get people excited about the future of food being different to potentially what we have had before. That there are things that are unique and better than the meats that we're necessarily eating now. And we thought the mammoth would be a conversation starter and get people excited about this new future, end quote. And
do they not understand that the majority does not like change?
Noah Smith. Do they not understand that there's a lot of things that people are not designed to eat?
That too. Of course, who knows? Maybe cavemen used to eat it.
That's reported. We do not know that for a fact. We don't know that.
We don't.
But dude also said that the woolly mammoth has been traditionally a symbol of loss. And that we know now that it died from climate change.
Oh my god, that's what this is.
It was an ice age. Didn't an ice age hit or something?
An ice age hit it, and apparently took them all out.
That goes back to solar cycles and all that good stuff, and the Maunder minimum. I think that's what it's called. And anyhow, and so we wanted to see, what we wanted to do was see if we could create something that was a symbol of a more exciting future that's not only better for us, but also better for the planet, he added. And it says that Sharon Kill, Science and Technology Manager at Good Food Institute, a nonprofit that promotes plant and cell-based alternatives to animal products, says that he hopes the project, quote, will open up new conversations about cultivated meat's extraordinary potential to produce more sustainable foods, reduce the climate impact of our existing food system, and free up land for less intensive farming practices, end quote. And he said that the Woolly Mammoth Project, with its unconventional gene source, was an outlier in the new meat cultivation sector, which commonly focuses on traditional livestock, cattle, pigs, and poultry. And he further stated, quote, by cultivating beef, pork, chicken, and seafood, we can have the most impact in terms of reducing emissions from conventional animal agriculture and satisfying growing global demand for meat while meeting our climate targets, end quote. Yes.
This pisses me off.
Oh, yeah, it pisses you off. It says the jumbo meatball on show in Amsterdam, sized somewhere between a softball and a volleyball, was for show only and had been glazed to ensure that it didn't get damaged on its journey from Sydney. But when it was being prepared, first slow baked and then finished off on the outside with a blowtorch, it smelled good.
Uh-huh. There's a lot of things that smell good that you're not supposed to eat.
And this Nork Smith said
You know
further,
what human flesh smells like when it's burning?
pork. I'd almost guarantee
don't
it
know.
smells like pork.
I don't know.
Anyhow, he stated, quote, the folks who were there said the aroma was something similar to another prototype that we produced before, which was crocodile. So super fascinating to think that adding the protein from an animal that went extinct 4,000 years ago
supposed to eat crocodile.
gave it a totally unique and new aroma, something we haven't smelled as a population for a very long time, end quote. Okay, so let's unpack this. They jacking up everything else as far as the GMOs, and that works so well in humans right now. That's causing more weakness, disease, all this bunch of stuff. So now they're going to try to do this to animal products. Folks, grow your own garden, raise your own animals, stuff like that, because this shit's getting crucial. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, I think it's about time that you and I start our own garden. Seriously.
And as far as eating the bugs, which humans are not designed to, eat, it can cause sickness and disease.
Yeah.
And let's face it, even if they did resurrect this woolly mammoth, and if people on at one time did consume that, that was people then, not people now. There have been a lot of genetic changes over the centuries, the millennia. That does not mean that we would have the ability to, digest something like that.
Right.
What if they dig up something from the recent or the distant ice age that would kill us all? I mean, it's all
they've probably already done that. They got it stored somewhere, maybe.
Right. It's all this depopulation agenda. We know that. Anybody who's paying attention knows that.
I mean, have you heard about the spore thing that's killing?
Yes, I have heard about the spore, and I can't remember what
It's
show.
Literally The Last of Us come to life.
It's like a mushroom head. Was that what it was?
Yeah, basically.
Lovely. Lovely.
Except fungal infection could kill you.
Well, so it's like Candida on steroids? Is that what it is?
I guess.
I guess everybody needs to stock up on Difluke and...
Oh my god, the clickers. The clickers.
It's just insane.
The clickers.
They're coming. I don't know what the clickers are.
They're the mushroom heads.
It's like everybody's like...
They're very reminiscent of the... What are they? The Gorgons from Stranger Things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They look like that, except their heads don't
open up like the flowers.
Yeah, they're already opened up.
Okay.
And they're just... It looks like a mushroom.
Okay.
Like a flower mushroom.
Right.
I'll show you.
And the plants will eat us all.
I never got to play any of the games.
Throw our heads against the wall.
I wanted to play the game.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that you'll get a chance to, maybe.
Yeah,
but
if I get a PS3.
All this stuff is just insane. And it's going to get worse before it gets better, folks.
Yeah.
And that's just like, I'll tell you something, and Robert Phoenix and Leo King had warned about the beginning of this week, and they nailed it. They totally nailed it. Guess what? We've got more rough times in the near future. But
can we just get something positive?
We lived. We lived. Well, some of us lived. Not all.
Not all of us lived. Can we get some good times coming?
Well, that would be good. But
please?
It's still going to be a little bit of time on some of this. But it's a matter of staying the course. It truly is. Don't eat any of this mess. I mean, how hard is it to figure out? Anytime man tries to outdo God, it never works well.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like this Nephilim 2.0 on this transhumanist bullshit. Oh, we're going to do evolution ourselves, which I'm not as far. I believe in adaptation, not evolution. Because where are the things that are transitioning between, I have yet to see a dog become a cat, but in today's world, that could happen in a heartbeat.
Oh, God.
I didn't say, that's all I'm
Oh,
going to say.
God.
That's all I'm going to say.
Let's not go there.
That's all I'm going to say, other than Posey Parker. But anyhow, those who know. Just leave it. I'm leaving it. I really am. But I am not going to consume no more than I already do, because God knows what's in the food that we're already consuming.
Yeah.
But knowingly, willingly consuming some of this man-made stuff, no.
I think the fuck not. I'm gonna skip out on any of the man-made shit.
Mm-hmm. Now
Well, pasta. Pasta is technically man-made, so
that's different. That's wheat. That's from wheat.
yeah.
And I do, because I have studied about this GMO shit for a very long time.
Uh-huh.
The only thing that I can say as far as being for the stuff is that it has prevented. I don't think it started out to be evil. I think it was a matter of trying to modify the seeds to be more resistant to pests and different types of diseases that plants get, so that it could feed more people.
Right.
That was the original basis of it.
Yeah, which is a perfectly, like, I'm all for that.
Right.
You know, that's like, who wouldn't be for that?
But when they splicing tomatoes with, like, what was it, glowworms or some stupid shit?
Yeah, now that...
What is the point?
That's just for fuckery at that point, seriously.
Humans, that's not how our bodies are designed, but there are people that are totally against humanity, and these are the reptilians.
I do miss the grapples, though.
That was different. That was just mixing one plant with another plant.
Yeah.
That's not a horrible thing.
No,
it wasn't
but I do miss that.
It wasn't mixing it with like a glowworm.
No, but I do miss those because it's hard to find those.
Well, it was a specialty item.
Yeah, but they were good.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
They mess with your brain.
But it's just been a week. It has been a week. Final thoughts on the woolly mammoth meatball? Plus all the other animals that they had spliced in on that.
Smash or pass? Pass.
I think that whoever created this, that they should have set them down with a fork and a knife and bottle of ketchup and go for it. You first.
Yeah. Seriously, it's like, all right, you try it.
Yeah.
You eat it first. Y'all are the ones that made it.
You know.
The cook always gets the first dish.
So it's...
The cook has to taste it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They proposing this for other human beings. Let's see how they do after a year of consuming this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you've had experiences with the paranormal or supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, nasty man-made concoctions instead of real wholesome food.
Disgusting food in general.
Well, I think it was from over in that area that somebody was saying that we needed to rethink cannibalism. No, thank you. No.
I think the fuck
Flat
not.
out, no. At a certain point in time, this idiocy has to stop.
It is stopping.
By people going, no.
It's coming
Hell no.
It's coming to a stop. Slowly but surely, it's coming to a stop.
We need, we need common sense and sanity to be restored.
It's coming back. It is coming back. Slowly but surely. It's coming back. Along with common sense.
I hope so. I really, really do. So, and cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. That'll be in the description box. And the link to the article.
Yeah, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all, and have a good.
Know that you're loved.
Yeah.
Let's pray one for another, because that's what's going to get all of us through this mess.
Yes.
And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cut.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.